What a difference a week makes. Last week, with my NFL picks, I had 4 wins and 12 losses. This week, 11 wins and 4 losses. Almost the complete opposite. But things are returning more to normalcy. The referees are back. The games are moving along more smoothly. Things are great. Anyway, it was a hell of a week in football. A lot of good games, and even the games that I picked wrong, some of them were still close as hell, and God damn it, Miami, if you could just figure out a way to win. And I'm sorry, Crixus couldn't be with us today. Anyway, let's just get to the picks. Last week, I'm going to do a little recap here as I usually do. Baltimore beat Cleveland. I finally got a Thursday night game prediction right. Though it was kind of concerning how close Cleveland was playing this game. I mean, this game was pretty much a coin flip up to the very end. I don't know how Cleveland remained competitive with Baltimore, seeing that Baltimore's beat them, I do believe it was like the last 6-7 times they faced Baltimore, and or Baltimore's faced Baltimore, yeah, that makes sense. Baltimore's faced Cleveland. Anyway, Flacco continues to put impressive numbers up. Flacco is that last cog in the Ravens that I'm just like, I don't know if I could put too much faith in him. But he keeps putting up solid numbers. They seem to be more gearing that offense around him, which I don't think is necessarily a good thing, because I think Ray Rice is the biggest offensive component to that team. But I digress. Anyway, Baltimore wins again. Cleveland loses again. What else is new in that division? Atlanta over Carolina in an absolutely amazing comeback for Matty Ice Ryan. Now, I remember I was tweeting something. I said, boy, if Matt Ryan comes back here, he's going to be a legend. And as far as legend goes, I mean in Atlanta. But then I saw when they came back from the commercial break, half the fucking crowd left. Like, they didn't even stick around, because, like, yeah, okay, I know. It looked like Carolina had the game wrapped up, but all of a sudden, a fumble by Cam Newton, and Atlanta gets the ball back. Holy shit. Monster comeback by Matty Ice, and there wasn't even a packed house to see it. By the way, Crixus is here. He's just being lazy as shit. Anyway, Girlfiend, what's the matter with your dog?
I don't know. What did you do to him?
I didn't do anything. But anyway, Atlanta beat Carolina 30-28. Great game. Again, I saw that game as the statement game in that division, even though Carolina pretty much fell off the face of the earth before that. Atlanta now has one more win than every other team combined in that division. Unreal. New England 52, Buffalo 28. Who didn't see this coming? I mean, when Buffalo failed to score going into halftime, where they fumbled at the 1-yard line to take points off the board, just killed Buffalo. They could have went up 2 touchdowns going into halftime, but that's what you do. If you can't stick a dagger in New England early, they're going to burn you. And Tom Brady just was Tom Brady in that game. And, I mean, what can you do? But, I mean, Fitzpatrick still had good numbers. I mean, 350 yards for Fitzpatrick. I mean, yeah, I know he had to air the ball out a lot because the deficit got so large, but still, that's a very good day for him. Minnesota beat Detroit. All right, I got this game wrong. Detroit, what the hell happened? You're in a complete hole now. Just in an absolute hole. And you got to wonder, is Minnesota now the team to beat in that division? I mean, who would have thought that? But apparently that seems to be the case. Sorry, Girlfiend just did something that reminds me of a joke. Anyway, San Diego over Kansas City. I knew this was going to be a good bounce back game for San Diego. Kansas City, I see them starting to. They're going to switch things up at quarterback. I don't see Matt Castle starting too many more games there in Kansas City. Anyway, San Diego's got things back on track. Phillip Rivers is doing what he does. And all right, let's start blasting through these reviews. St. Louis over Seattle, another game I had picked wrong. I guess it would have helped if the replacement refs were in here. It might have helped Seattle out again. All right, I know that joke's beaten to death. Anyway, San Francisco over the Jets, 34-0. The Jets' performance, and I'm not exaggerating, was probably one of the worst football performances I've seen from any team, good or bad. The Jets are a team that are on paper that should be able to at least hold their own, at least, put some points on the board against anyone. This game, there was nothing good about this game. I mean, I don't know what Sanchez had. He was like 120 yards, an interception, no touchdowns, of course. Well, you can't have a touchdown if there's no points. And getting a blocked punt when San Francisco rushes one guy, I think they had maybe 3 third-down conversions the entire game. And all right, Crixus is having a nightmare under me here. Are you okay, Crixus? Are you okay, Crixus? There we go. I threw his ball and okay. All right. Anyways, that'll get him out of the way here. I know I threw his other ball. The one thing about being a Jets fan is you're not a fan of the Dallas Cowboys, or should that be the other way around? But we'll get to that in a second. Anyway, Jets, the most abysmal performance from any football team thus far this year, and dare I say, my entire lifetime. Horrible performance. And I know people are like, well, it's time to start Tim Tebow, please. Tim Tebow wanted to put up much better numbers than what Mark Sanchez did. Who are you kidding? And I know San Francisco's like this really elite team, but that doesn't excuse the piss poor showing that the Jets put up. Anyway, Houston over Tennessee. Archie's 2 Super Bowl team predictions are looking pretty solid, wouldn't you say? San Francisco and Houston I have pegged to go in the Super Bowl all the way from preseason. And that's looking pretty much to be the case. I mean, I don't think any other 2 teams are looking that impressive compared to Houston and San Francisco. Cincinnati over Jacksonville. 2 mediocre teams that'll be something a few years down the road. But Cincinnati might make the playoffs again this year, but I wouldn't hold your breath on that. Arizona over Miami, another prediction I got wrong. I told you guys this was going to be a potential trap game for Arizona because Arizona came off that blowout against Philadelphia in Arizona. And, oh, God, I thought Arizona was going to choke on this one. And it kills me to see Kevin Corn on the Cob having success on a team where Philadelphia and Andy Reid just, let him just go away. And we get Michael Vick and... No, I digress because the Eagles are doing pretty damn good, and we'll get a little bit more on that in a second. Denver over Oakland. I got this pick wrong. Ladies and gentlemen, the Peyton Manning has returned. That was the Peyton. I think he went like 30 for 38, over 300 yards passing. That is the Peyton Manning that can beat anyone and everyone in this league. Now, I've been hard on Peyton Manning for his shitty playoff performance, especially early on in his career, but it still doesn't say anything against him being arguably one of the top 3 best quarterbacks in this generation, and that's what you saw take the field last Sunday. So, props to Manning. I thought that, he was just going to be a lot more hesitant to drop back in the pocket and pass, and anyways, he looks to be over his phobias of, taking a hit due to that neck injury. Green Bay over New Orleans by 1 point. Oh, New Orleans, you are 0-4. Holy shit, who would have thought this would have happened? I mean, of course I picked that, but clearly I thought that would happen, but man... Going into this season, and Drew Brees passed for 446 yards, and they still lose the game. Your guess is as good as mine as to what New Orleans has to do to win a game. Washington over Tampa Bay again. Tampa Bay and Freeman, I don't know how they are playing such competitive football. Where is this coming from? They have been competitive in damn near every game this season. What is going on? Anyway, RG3 looked good in the clutch. He had a huge scramble where he put basically his quote-unquote life on the line, took a shot from a linebacker, drilled in the open field during that final drive to get them in field goal range. And Cundiff basically erased the I think he had like 3 or 4 misses in that game, but it doesn't matter if you hit the one that wins the game. That's all that matters. Yeah. Philadelphia over the New York Giants. The Giants have 2 losses in the division right now. Philadelphia is sitting pretty. They got all the tiebreakers. They got a lead in the division and all that. Now, people would be like, oh, you must be happy. And people were sending me messages saying, congratulations, Philly is the team to beat in the NFC East. I wouldn't say too many congratulations because where's this team going? And that's where I'm at. As a Philadelphia Eagles fan, I've seen this team win the division close to 12 times in my lifetime. I've seen them make the Super Bowl. I've seen them go to the NFC Championship just even under the Andy Reid era alone 4 times. I want to see a Super Bowl win. I don't care, something winning the division means something in Washington where they haven't been competitive in this division for so long. And the fact that they have a chance to contend now, I can see how that's exciting. But you know what? I'm sorry, when you kick 3 field goals in the red zone, you fail to get a touchdown when you're in the red zone, that's unacceptable. That's unacceptable. This game should have been 35-17, not 19-17. And again, gave them 2... gave New York a chance to kick 2 field goals in the end of the game to win, and I guess Crixus is just gonna, be in the foreground here. Anyway, still good effort by the Giants, but you lose. Suck it, New York. Yeah, bad weekend. Bad weekend for New York football. And to end things off, what do we have for the final game of Week 4? We have Chicago at Dallas in... Oh, what a thorough ass raping. How did Tony Romo do in that game? I forget. What did Romo do? Oh, 5 interceptions? Holy shit. Alright, sorry, Homer had to talk. It's weird because that clock rarely interrupts when I shoot a video here. But anyway, yeah, Dallas, I mean, you got 8 junk points in the end thanks to your backup quarterback, who I'm forgetting who it is at this point. But anyway, congratulations on looking minimally respectable in front of a national audience on Monday Night Football. Alright, there's the top of an octopus on the back of Crixus walking in front of the camera. Okay, alright. This is kind of scary, creepy. This is like shit from my nightmares. Anyway, that concludes the Week 4 recap. Week 5. Okay, alright. Alright, we're just gonna sit down right here and... That was disgusting. There was a lot of slobber that came out of that. Alright, Week 5, let's bang out these picks because I make these videos way too damn long. Arizona at St. Louis. You gotta say Arizona is due for a loss. Thursday Night Football, and Arizona's gonna win again. Arizona is 5-0 with Kevin Corn on the Cob as quarterback. Though I wouldn't be surprised if they lost. They're due for a loss. But someone who is due for a win is in this next matchup, which is Minnesota. Miami at Cincinnati. Miami, you got yourself a win here. Cincinnati is just kind of Miami will get a win here. Green Bay at Indianapolis. Coming off a bye week, we'll see how luck rebounds, but I think Green Bay is still a bit too much for Indianapolis to handle right now. And Crix's tail is apparently too much for me to handle right now. Baltimore at Kansas City. Again, I wouldn't be surprised if Castle's not starting this game. But we'll see. Baltimore, you got yourself another win. Atlanta at Washington. Now, I try to pick one pick that is kind of off the wall, and this is that pick. Washington is going to win this game. And one of the main reasons why is Atlanta looked reasonably weak against Carolina. Carolina had that game wrapped up in one, let's be honest. It was a lucky fumble, Matty Ice moving the ball, and just Julio decides to show up in the fourth quarter and catch a few balls from Matt Ryan. Yeah, I think Washington's got this one. I just really think Washington's got this one. I know it might sound like an NFC East fanboy, just, whatever. Anyway, Cleveland at the New York Giants. All right, since I'm an NFC East fanboy, I'm going to pick the Giants in this one. But who are we kidding? They're not going to. The Giants aren't going to lose to Cleveland. Philadelphia at Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh coming off the bye week along with Indianapolis. This is going to be a close game. And it really depends who's coming back off the injury list for Pittsburgh. That is going to be a huge factor in this game. But I still think Philadelphia wins this one. Gee, am I picking enough NFC East teams to win this week, Archfiend? All right, maybe. Not Dallas, because they aren't playing. Anyway, Seattle at Carolina. Seattle, enjoy that victory you had at the hands of the replacement refs, because that's going to be one of your few last victories to savor. Cam Newton's got to wake up. I mean, he woke up for this game against Atlanta. He's going to pull out a victory here, and he's going to finally give those hometown fans a taste of Newton ball. That sounded disgusting. Anyway, Chicago at Jacksonville. Chicago's got this one wrapped up. There's no argument about that. Chicago's going to whoop that Jaguar ass 6 ways from Sunday. Tennessee at Minnesota. I'm beginning to believe in Minnesota now. At the beginning of the season, I saw this game as like, oh, this is going to be a game Tennessee's going to whoop that Viking ass. But no, Minnesota's going to come out with a victory here. Denver at New England. Now, I told you, the real... All right, now that Crix has got his face out of the way. Okay. I told you that the real deal, Peyton Manning, is back. I gotta believe he can do it in back-to-back weeks when I see it. Till then, New England's gonna win this one. New England and Tom Brady are gonna do their thing, and they're gonna win this one. Buffalo at San Francisco. Are you kidding me? San Francisco is gonna whoop another AFC East team right in the hiney. At least Buffalo is nowhere gonna near look as bad as the Jets, though. So. Anyway, San Diego at New Orleans. Oh boy, I like Phillip Rivers. I like the Chargers. I like the way they have their team set up. I think they're a team that's very competitive. But New Orleans, there's no fucking way they're gonna lose 5 games. New Orleans wins this one. It's a primetime television game. They're gonna win this one. And Monday Night Football, Houston at the Jets. Oh, please, Rex Ryan. Please start Tim Tebow in this game, please. Oh my God, I will be such a happy boy if Tim Tebow starts in this game. Oh, please just give him more snaps. Anything. Oh, I would love to see what this team is gonna do against arguably the best team in the NFL right now. Boy, what a terrible schedule for the Jets. They got to go through the 49ers and then play the Texans. At least they're both home games, but you know what? They're going to get raped twice at home. Holy shit, that's going to be beautiful. That's going to be a glorious game. I hope you don't have anything planned Monday night, Girlfiend, because we're going to watch the Houston Texans annihilate that New York Jet ass. What do you think of that?
Yeah, no.
All right, anyway, you can go up to your room and watch TV. Anyway, all right, everyone. This concludes another week of football picks and reviews. thank you, everyone. And Crixus he didn't attack my face one single time. He was a good boy in this video. Anyway, thank you again, guys. All right, Girlfiend threw a tennis ball at him, and now he's confused.
It's in his mouth.
Oh, then why is he looking for it?
I don't know. He's special.
All right, we're gonna go attend to Crixus's special needs now. Everyone have a great day. Let's enjoy some football and go Jets! I'm just kidding. I don't know what's worse, to be a Jet fan or a Cowboy fan right now. I really have no idea, but you know what? I'm enjoying it. This is a great time to be a football fan. Have a great day, everyone.